Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, or see them yopo.
Also teach you, or say one key thing, not teach. Money is fungible. All the tax handles really just go into the consolidated fund. Then adjudication happens or appropriations happen. So look at every tax handle as a way of government mobilizing funds, like the reintroduction of the.
But must that not be balanced? Doc, must that not be balanced with
I'm confused here.
The cost and standard of living of the people? Must there not be that balance?
That is why I'm hopeful that in the next review, a handle like the e-levy will be dropped.
Doc.
In April 2025.
And that is because we have
am
to
a bit confused.
adhere to the rudiments.
Is he representing the MPP on this show?
Why not?
The thing I've said.
Were you living in Ghana in 2016?
Why? Why are you asking him that?
Or do you watch Good Morning Ghana? The tapes you usually play?
Why are you asking
which one now?
Your chairman of the economic management team was the one who told us that the tax burden on the Ghanaian people in 2016 was too much.
And we removed a lot.
And that you will move Ghana from taxation to production. And that when you keep on imposing taxes, you end up in a downward cyclical spiral of something that
when we came, we did remove.
Massa, all the taxes, we can pick the list. With the exception of two, all the taxes you claim you scrapped, you have reintroduced all of them in worse forms. If you like, bring the list. I will go through them.
So you admit that some were removed?
So don't even go there. Don't even go there. Don't come and lecture us today.
No, some were removed.
Every tax handle.
And some were also reduced.
Hold on. That every tax handle is a means of raising money. Who doesn't know that? Is that a social contract you have with the people?
The reality is that
people are suffering.
If I am a Ghanaian citizen or a business,
and
in 2015, you tell me that the taxes are killing my business, the taxes are killing me.
Taxes usually do.
Yes. You tell me that.
As at that time.
And you tell me that, look, the government then has completely lost it. And that any fanciful idea that comes into their head, they implement it. And that they are killing businesses. And that what you must do is to reduce the tax burden. Focus on production.
And then you get
when production goes up, you would make the money from there.
From income tax.
And that is a more sensible approach.
Yes.
Until COVID came.
No, even before COVID came.
Before COVID came.
Would you say that the tax burden on the Ghanaian and the Ghanaian business was better than when
it's better today
than when Dr. Baumia was saying that we overburden with taxes?
Emphatically no.
Would you say that?
Stop the double standard.
In fact,
the inconsistency.
you remember that during the e-levy debate, the government started telling us about how our tax revenue to GDP ratio
is less.
It's so low compared to what in 2015. In 2015. What was our tax revenue to GDP?
At that time, lower than it is today.
At that time, didn't we know that Ghana's tax revenue to GDP was one of the lowest in Africa?
Exactly.
And that it wasn't good.
Exactly. Look, everything you've said, spot on. And it all goes to show that these are friends in the NPP led by Bawumia are just a group of dishonest people. You trust them because you are saying the very opposite of everything you told us and promised us in opposition on the basis of which you were elected. Your policy on taxation, which is what Doc has succinctly and brilliantly summarized, to reduce the tax burden on businesses and to allow for production so that we're making more tax revenue through income taxes. You are doing the very opposite today. Today, look at the businesses leaving Ghana and look at the job losses that is leading to. And they are leaving Ghana. They are not going abroad. They are going to Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria.
Interestingly,
and you are here.
Interestingly, Nana Akufo-Addo kept also citing examples of some companies.
Yes.
Who had relocated to Cote d'Ivoire, and that is where he kept comparing us
to Cote d'Ivoire. And now back to this expenditure matter.
Meanwhile, COVID also didn't jump Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes. Doc, you see, if for example the finance minister went to Parliament and said that look, we brought down expenditure because we budgeted to spend so and so at the presidency, we've cut down that expenditure. We budgeted to spend this on goods and services, we've cut down that expenditure. that would be something worth commending. But if that reduction in expenditure is as a result of, oh, we borrowed so much, we're so reckless in borrowing, such that our public debt got to an unsustainable level, we could not pay. And we managed to get the creditors, those we owe money, to forgive us some money and to reduce interest on part of that money. So because of that, your expenditure has come down. That is not worth commending.
But Sammy, it also takes, the truth is that it also takes some skill and expertise to be able to negotiate at that level and to probably get what government got.
What skill and expertise? You see,
it's not as if the people we got up and they give us a paper.
Thank you.
This is not back and forth.
Thank you very much.
The back and forth in summary is yin to me to we can't pay.
No, that's why we made proposals. They were counter proposals.
But we are saying we can't pay.
We kept negotiating.
No, we can't pay. So the man wants to at least get something from you. The money. So they are bound. No creditor will happily decide to forgo money that they have lent. So it is a bitter pill they've had to swallow because they know already they've made some money. They are thinking about safeguarding the rest. So they can say, oh, take this. But it is not a good thing for the government that created that mess. No matter the sophistry, the expertise they employed in negotiating that debt forgiveness, to celebrate that. Because we should not have gotten there in the first place.
We don't celebrate our milestones
that debt forgiveness
in this country.
It's still coming to us at a high cost. But look, the long and short of this matter. What is the positive? Massa, I am a driver. I am buying a gallon of petrol, a gallon of diesel at almost 70 Ghana cedis. What is in this mid-year budget which is going to bring that down? The taxes you have heaped on the price build down of fuel.
You see it.
The taxes you have increased boss margin by 900%.
In a few weeks,
increased
you see it.
fuel market margin by 477% and so on. The new taxes you have introduced, in addition to the existing taxes you have increased astronomically.
You didn't see the NHIS
Which ones have you reduced?
You've not seen the NHIS increment.
Listen, Akufo-Addo himself
school feeding.
checked that long time ago when he told us that the next president will come and fix his mess. He told us that, Akufo-Addo told us publicly that it will take the next president to come and fix the mess. So you guys have already checked that you're totally clueless about resolving this problem you have created. And that is why our surest bet as a nation, and you know it,
this interim measure is
to vote for change.
Very important.
Listen.
Very important.
That is why
you can't discount it.
There is no interim measure here that offers hope. No interim measure.
For you.
Not even one. I gave you the opportunity. You couldn't even mention one. You couldn't even mention one in this media budget. No, you've been planting.
You know, every teacher can teach.
They say they
some
spent
students
over 2.8 billion cedis on a so-called planting for food and jobs program, when they have been planting for high food inflation and joblessness. How can you spend 2.8 billion on planting for food and jobs, and today food inflation in Ghana is one of the highest in the sub-region?
Inflation is
hold on, and today there is total joblessness.
Cost,
you are talking about increasing.
We don't control
school feeding. Even the caterers people you are not paying. They owe capitation grants 8 times. 8 times. 2.5 years.
It's been addressed.
So listen, there is nothing here that offers hope. You are totally bankrupt in ideas, in resolving the problem you have created.
And
that is why I say,
very important
let me conclude.
Intervention.
That is why I say that our surest bet of getting out of this mess
will be to maintain the interest
change
and maintain the debt.
For Ghana to be reset.
To maintain the interest
it lies in changing these nation wreckers, your government, and bringing into office a new government led by an experienced leader with a proven track record, man of vision, a man of integrity, a man we can trust. And that man is none other than His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.